Welcome back to FactPros, the place where we debunk myths, drop facts, and make you laugh along the way. Today, we're busting the top 10 funniest myths that people still believe. From silly superstitions to ridiculous old wives' tales, let's separate fact from fiction once and for all. Let's dive in. Ah yes, the age-old warning, crack your knuckles, and you'll end up with arthritis. Well, good news, knuckle crackers. There's no truth to this one. Cracking your knuckles is just gas bubbles popping in the fluid of your joints, not a one-way ticket to arthritisville. So crack away, your hands are safe. Poor goldfish. They've been living with a bad reputation for years. Contrary to popular belief, goldfish actually have pretty decent memories. They can remember things for months, not just seconds. So, next time you feed your fish, just know they'll remember you. No need to reintroduce yourself every day. While carrots are good for your eyes, they're not going to turn you into a night vision ninja. This myth came from World War II, when British pilots claimed they could see in the dark after eating carrots, just to keep their radar technology a secret. Sorry, but no amount of carrots will help you see in pitch black. The myth says if you drop a penny from the top of a skyscraper, it could kill someone below. Well, not so fast. A penny isn't heavy enough to gain the speed needed to do any real damage. So if you ever drop some loose change from a tall building, relax, your spare change won't be a deadly weapon. If you were ever told as a kid that swallowing gum would stay in your stomach for 7 years, don't worry, your body doesn't hold on to it like a prized possession. Gum passes through your digestive system like everything else, maybe just a bit slower, but definitely not for 7 years. Hollywood movies love to play with this one, but it's totally false. You actually use pretty much all of your brain, just not all at once. Each part of your brain has a job, and believe me, it's working overtime. So, sorry, no hidden superpowers from unlocking the rest of your brain. It turns out bulls aren't offended by the color red, they're colorblind to it. What really gets them going is the movement of the flag, not the color. So, next time you see a matador waving that red cape, know that it's the waving, not the color. That's making the bull charge. You've probably heard this one before. If you touch a baby bird, its mother will reject it. But don't worry, birds aren't that picky. Birds have a terrible sense of smell, so they won't even know you touched their chick. So, if you find a baby bird on the ground, feel free to help it out. It won't be abandoned. This creepy myth is one that nobody wants to believe, and thankfully it's totally false. The idea that humans swallow spiders while sleeping is just an urban legend. Spiders want nothing to do with your mouth, and you're probably too noisy in your sleep to attract them anyway. So, sleep tight. No spiders here. Whoever said lightning doesn't strike twice clearly hasn't been near the Empire State Building. Lightning can and does strike the same place more than once, especially tall buildings and structures. So, if you're outside during a storm, don't count on this myth to keep you safe. Contrary to popular belief, there's no rule saying you have to wait 24 hours to report a missing person. In fact, the sooner you report someone missing, the better. This myth probably came from TV shows, but in real life, time is crucial when someone's missing. Sorry to break it to you, but astronauts can't spot the Great Wall of China from space. It's just not big enough to be visible with the naked eye from that distance. While it's long, it's also pretty narrow, so unless you've got supervision, you won't see it from space. No, shaving doesn't make your hair grow back thicker. It only seems that way because shaving cuts the hair at the surface, which makes the ends feel rougher as they grow back. Your hair's texture and thickness are determined by your genes, not your razor. While chameleons are famous for their color-changing abilities, it's not to blend in with their environment. They actually change color based on their mood, temperature, or even to communicate with other chameleons. So, they're not hiding, they're expressing themselves. The famous 5-second rule is a myth. The truth is, bacteria can transfer to food almost immediately after it hits the ground. So, if you drop your food, it's best to toss it, no matter how fast you are. It might seem spooky, but hair and nails don't keep growing after you die. What actually happens is that the skin around the hair and nails dries out and shrinks, making them look longer. It's a creepy optical illusion, but no zombie transformations here. While it's easy to blame the cold for giving you the sniffles, you don't catch a cold from cold weather. Colds are caused by viruses, not the temperature. So bundling up is great for staying warm, but it won't protect you from germs. While sharks do have a great sense of smell, they're not bloodhounds of the ocean. The idea that they can smell a single drop of blood from miles away is exaggerated. Sharks are good at detecting smells in water, but not from miles and miles away like the myth suggests. Ever heard the phrase blind as a bat? Well, it's totally false. Bats aren't blind at all. In fact, some bats have pretty good eyesight. They do use echolocation to navigate, but they're definitely not flying blind. The myth says that water drains in opposite directions, depending on whether you're in the northern or southern hemisphere. But nope, the Coriolis effect doesn't affect your toilet. The direction water drains has more to do with the shape of the basin and the way the water enters, not the hemisphere you're in. And there you have it. 10 hilarious myths that people still believe. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to FactPros for more fun videos like this. And remember, the truth is always stranger and funnier than fiction. See you next time.